Okay, story time. The year was 2014. I had just launched Star Solaris Reiki, and I was receiving ongoing training from the guide. I'd be channeling healing from the angels while I was in session, and I would ask them, like, what's going on? As I was doing session, when my client would be on the healing table and my hands would just start moving on their own after I'd set intention. And I would ask them, what's going on? And they would answer that they would be clearing, repairing. I wanted to know. I wanted to know more. I wanted to know what they were clearing. I wanted to know what they were repairing. Like, I wanted to see the repair taking place on the chakra. I wanted to see the damage. And so in the beginning, what I would do is I would ask the person's energy to show me. And then I would visualize what their chakra might look like. So in the beginning, I used flowers. Okay, so the guides are telling me that they're repairing this person's heart chakra, this client's heart chakra. And if I'm just visualizing this client's heart chakra as a flower, am I going to see this flower and the damage on it? And I would see a flower with some wilted leaves or darkened or ripped leaves. And then as I'm channeling the healing energy, I would view these leaves reforming and getting brighter and healing. And so that was symbolism. I was using symbolism. And this developed into me communicating with the energetic body through visualization. And as I used these symbolic images, it had a way to communicate with me and reveal to me what was occurring. And I had a way of monitoring the work. And this is me teaching a workshop at Indigo Yoga in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And this is my Fey apprentice sitting to the left of me with the dark hair. I refer to her as my Fey apprentice. She was very Fey. When we describe someone as Fey, it's because they're very powerful. She had excellent clairvoyance. She and I would do healing sessions together, and I began to notice these dark phantoms like around my clients, and I just assumed that it was this kind of like the flower. The energy showing me just an area where there would be some dark energy. But my Fey apprentice began to mention her observation of them as well. And it was exactly as I'd seen them. So that created in me this question of like, well, wait, if she's seeing what I'm seeing, is this not a symbolic representation? Is this how it actually looks in energy? And she and I would do sessions together. And afterwards, we would share with each other what we witnessed, what we saw, what we perceived. And so often it was the same. So this led me into an exploration around visualization and imagination. And I asked myself if it could be possible that imagination was, in fact, the realm of energy, the realm of astral. And so I start testing this theory. And I would ask myself, is there a difference between visualization and imagination? I had developed the vision journeys and I was incorporating them into my practice and in my sessions. And I just took a picture of my book, The Vision Journey. So you can see because I have it in a book. And I would, in session, incorporate the vision journeys for my clients. And it was my clients. I had so many clients ask me, can you put this in a book or can you put this that's why I wrote the book, is because just I've had so many clients over the years ask me if I could put it down for them so they could revisit. And during session, I would lead my clients through these journeys in imagination. And I would have them describe to me what they were seeing. And frequently, what they were seeing was similar to or the same as what I was seeing when I would look at their chakra places or their vision journeys and visualization. And so often they would say, I don't understand. This is my imagination. Why can't I make changes here? Like, for example, I'll never forget, I had this guy, he had a icy mountain for his solar plexus. He's like, I can't get the ice off my mountain. I can't get the snow off my mountain. I don't want an icy mountain. And then, would bring in the guides, bring in the angels, bring in the drumming, bring in the resins, bring in the Reiki symbols. And then he would be like, oh, okay, it's clearing now. It's clearing now. And then he was able to progress. And this happened a lot. And then I started to witness the energy changes that were occurring in their chakras and their energy system as they were doing their journeys. So they're in imagination world doing their imagination things. And I'm starting to see the chakras. I'm starting to see energy leaving, the chakra brightening, the chakra reforming. And this was my awakening clairvoyance ability to see the chakra system. And I'm sharing this with you. And the clients were creating their own miracles. Their lives were drastically improved following the session. 9 times out of 10, my clients would see immediate shifts in their physical reality following the journeys, and they'd become emotionally stable, happier, anxiety disappeared, blessings start coming up in their lives. They would observe noticeable positive shifts in their relationships, all from them making changes in visualization. Imagination. You might be asking or thinking, like, okay, but what if a person can't visualize or imagine? And I did encounter that in session. I didn't know what to do the first time I had a client who couldn't visualize. She couldn't see her root chakra at the start of the session. And I asked my guides for direction. And like, I always do that. And remember, as a healer for yourself or for others, just you get stumped to just ask for help. So that's what I do. I ask for help. And they say, well, go clear out our third eye chakra. So when cleared out, because the guides would always have me start on the root chakra, but we couldn't proceed. We couldn't make any progress. They had me go to her third eye chakra, cleared out her third eye chakra. I put all the symbols into her third eye chakra, cleared it out, cleared out the blocks. And then all of a sudden she could see her garden. That's when I concluded the third eye chakra powers visualization. And sometimes it wouldn't be the third eye chakra. Sometimes it would just be that the chakra that we're working on itself was so blocked that it couldn't communicate itself in the form of a image symbolically to work on. So it would just need some more clearing before they could then see it. So this is what the vision journeys have taught me about seeing energy, is that anyone who can use their imagination can see energy. And the language of energy is symbolism. And I'm going to say this over and over and over because it gives you a head start. If you start off with just that internalization of the understanding that the language of energy is symbolism, that's going to take you so far in your ability to utilize your clairvoyance and strengthen it and build it. And the people who are most masterful with their ability to imagine tend to dismiss it the most. And I've seen this over and over. Just as you have physical eyes to see the physical world, you also have an energetic eye to see the energy world, right? Your third eye chakra, it's your energetic sensory center to see the world of energy, which I refer to as astral. It's your third eye chakra that powers your ability to imagine and visualize. So it's not about if you are clairvoyant. You are, everyone is. It's about if you have blockage and atrophy. So if a person has veils put over their eyes all their life, all they're going to see is the veil. And they'll stop using their eyes and come to believe that they're blind. Well, all you need to do is just take off the veil. And I want to give you a little tip here. If you just salt scrub your forehead, just like I tell you, salt your hands, but if you salt scrub your forehead, heck, your whole face if you want to, salt scrub, but especially your forehead, that will go so far in clearing off energetic debris that is collected around your third eye chakra. Just salt scrubbing your forehead. Just a little tip there. Just like if you're washing your face and you get a little salt and then you scrub your forehead. So what about seeing energy with your physical eyes? Do you see energy with your physical eyes? If you look at a person and you see their aura, you're not seeing their aura with your physical eyes. What you're seeing is an overlay. Your physical eyes are registering the physical image of the physical person. Your energetic eye is seeing the energy of the person. So this is occurring simultaneously. And I just want to reinforce this. When you're viewing a physical object and its energetic form, at the same time, you're utilizing both your physical and your energetic senses in unison. And I've found that mastering visualization is a precursor to this skill. But actually look at something and see its energy and the object at the same time. First, start by mastering your ability to visualize because that's the precursor. And I mean, it could be different for everybody. You know, when it comes to energy healing or energy work or utilizing your senses, I'm never going to say anything with absolute certainty because energy is infinite in expression. So, and everybody has their unique skills and powers and abilities. But I will say that it's been my personal experience and from observations from my students and everything that the more you work your visualization, the more you're going to start seeing things and with your simultaneously with your physical eyes. People would often ask me, what's it like to see energy? Is it just like a lot of colors everywhere on everyone? And that is such a Pollyanna view of it, which makes sense. Like, of course, a lot of people would think, like, is it just rainbows and sunshine? And no, sadly, it is not. Our world is horribly polluted energetically, and there are entities and attachments everywhere on everyone. It's a whole lot of entities and a whole lot of people with a lot of energy blockages on them and a whole lot of people with dim auras. And it's really sad. That's our society. It sucks. It sucks to see this. I wanted to clear everything I saw and every person I saw or place I saw. And I did for like 5 years straight. I exhausted myself just trying to clean up as much as I could. I'm like, because I'm alone in this. Freaking clearing everything and everybody I saw. It was for 5 solid years. Now I'm much more careful about it. You know, I've learned to calm down. And the bulk of what I learned was over that 5 years of doing that. I learned a lot. And I share this with you because the first thing you'll really start seeing on people and animals, even trees, sadly, is just the first thing you're going to start seeing is entities. They look like dark forms on people. And at first, it just kind of looks like a dark form. But then, like, you know, as you build in your strength and your clairvoyance, the more detail you get. And I just remember asking the guy, like, as I was building in skill, I was like, you know, you guys could spare me some of the detail. Like, I don't need this much detail. But the good news about this, I will say, is that you will desensitize. So a little bit of grace in it because we'll start seeing them. They just look like dark forms. And then you begin to desensitize, especially when you see how quick and easy they clear. You're not really freaked out by them. You're just like, angels get that. Angels get that. Thanks. And then you see the energy system brighten up and it's rewarding. It's rewarding. And so, you know, but so anyway, my point is like, yeah, you might be a little freaked in the beginning, but as your awareness and capacity to see them grows and builds, then so too does your desensitization of feeling like weirded out by them, right? So you won't be freaked by them anymore and just be like, eh. It's like, you know, don't get like roaches still freak us out, but you're not like terrified of them. I mean, I don't know, maybe some people are. You get the idea. We're going to talk about common misconceptions about seeing energy. So here's a common misconception that the image presents similar to a hallucination, like it's real, like this isn't really there, but I'm seeing it is there. But it's like it looks physical, it looks solid. That's not usually the case. An energy does not present the same way that a physical image does. Now, again, I'm not going to say 100% of the time. There may be an instance where it does, but I would say 99% of the time, it's going to be more ethereal in nature. People who see energy are seeing everything simultaneously 24/7. No, people who see energy, you're not seeing it simultaneously 24/7 most of the time. And if you are, that's not a good thing. You don't want that. You want to be able to tune your senses, tune your clairvoyance, tune your abilities. You want to be in control of it. You don't want it to just be overwhelming you all the time. So if somebody's experiencing that, then they have like a way overactive third eye. Something's going on that needs to be fixed. You don't want that. So let's clarify what clairvoyance is. And there's a lot of examples of clairvoyance. Is an image that presents as an overlay or vision. So you'd see their body, and then you also see their aura around them. And it rarely does present with density. It's going to be more ethereal. And energy has to be pretty dense to be perceived as a physical object. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying that, you know, a spirit has to have a lot of power to be able to present its image. So if you see a ghost or a spirit, it's not just your ability to perceive, it's also the spirit's ability to make itself manifest enough for you to perceive it. Like that's your clairvoyance. Your visions, they can come on suddenly. And I went through a phase where and this was happening often. I was having visions often. I would have to like be like, oh my God, I feel so tired. Like I have to go to sleep right now. Or I just have to close my eyes. I'd lay down and close my eyes. And then I'd have this really powerful vision. And then, like maybe 3 minutes later, I would come to, and the vision would be this long, huge, massive thing, but an astral. But then I'd wake up or I'd open my eyes, and only a few minutes had passed, and then I wouldn't feel tired anymore. It's like I had to go do something by location. We'll talk about by location if you want in a future one. Seeing a person's past, like they're like right, like, or their future, and this would be something that the skill that you would hone, you giving readings. Remote viewing, those you're using your clairvoyance for remote viewing, and seeing spirits. And again, you want to use discernment when you see spirits. Again, symbolism is the most sacred language. It is the language of energy. And just the more you just really explore that and think about how everything is symbolism and is energy communicating in this physical world. So some ways that you can strengthen your clairvoyance, reading strengthens your clairvoyance, especially if you're imagining pictures in your head while you're reading. It's a love scene. You can see him, you can see her, you can see them embrace. Oh, the sunset. Oh, you're visualizing when you're reading, right? You're strengthening your clairvoyance because you're visualizing with it. That's strengthening your clairvoyance. Using the oracle cards or tarot cards, but that's if you're studying the symbolism and not reading the interpretations. Like, sure, like the interaction with the tool is going to help awaken you to the symbolism and just in the cards, especially the tarot. The more you study symbolism, especially sacred symbolism like the art in the tarot, the more it's going to start just opening, unfolding for you. And visualization, actively visualizing is going to strengthen your clairvoyance. Scanning. The more you scan, the more you're going to see. The more you scan, the more you're going to see. Just always be scanning yourself in visualization. And we do this together weekly. And now fluorite, this is a hack. This is a heck of a tip. Fluorite is my favorite stone for amplifying clairvoyance. In fact, it works so good. I'll tell you a short, funny story about it. My mom had just died. She'd only been passed away for like 6 months or something, if that. So my brother moves in with me to support me during the time. And I made crystal grids for everybody in my family. And so I made him a crystal grid. And I had used fluorite on this crystal grid. And my brother, he, as spiritual as I am, he isn't. He's like a mountain man. He just like, he is very not, he's never believed in any of this stuff. Anyway, so I make him I make him a crystal grid, and I felt guided to use fluoride on it, so I did. And he comes to me, he's just like, yeah, I never believed in any of this stuff, but like I've just been feeling mom and seeing her, and it's freaking me out. It was just funny. It was so funny. I was like, oh, that fluorite should probably change his grid because it was amplified. He wasn't even prepared for having the psychic senses. So it works really good. And whenever I would wear a fluorite pendant, it would make it really easy for me to do psychic readings. And also it makes seeing astral easier, fluorite, especially rainbow fluorite. Energy has infinite forms of expression as it exists in multiple dimensions, which means that your mastery as a healer is your capacity to tune your perception to view the energy in question. Your mastery as a healer for yourself or for others is your capacity to tune your perception, tuning your perception to view the energy in question. So scan. Blocked energy can be in thousands, maybe even millions of potential areas within the energetic system. Having the ability to view will assist you in identifying where it's at. To identify recognizing the type of energy it is so you know how to approach clearing it, to monitor, gauge your progress as the energy is being cleared, and to discern invasive energies often try to present as helpful guides or helpful energy, or they're just tricky. If you can see them, it's a heck of a lot easier to outsmart them, because that's really the only edge they have on us, is that they can hide. But at the second you start seeing them, they lose their edge. And then you're in charge. Like, you can see them. They can't hide from you. They can't be sneaky anymore. And seeing with a shaman's eyes. I call it seeing with shaman's eyes. And it's one of the things is, like, if you're familiar with the doctrine of signatures, it's the theory that the image of a food resembles what it's good for. Like, carrots look like an eye, they help you with eyes. And there's a billion other examples of that with the doctrine of signatures for food and herbs. Apparitions, like, you know how like Mother Mary will just like show up on the bread, right? Or if you look at a wood or a fabric design and then you see like faces in it, has that ever happened for you? Why I share it, home indications of energetic blockages. In other words, the physical world will reveal to you the energy within it. And when you see that, you're seeing with your shaman's eye. And you want to always be looking with your shaman's eyes. And you just look at this image right here of this wood. Do you see an image in it? Like, what image do you see in it? You know, often during session, I would be deeply focused on channeling the healing energy to the client. I would just kind of have a fixed gaze on, I don't know, part of my wall or something. And I would see forms, like maybe like some scary face, and there would be like an entity on her, right? But then I would notice that once the client cleared, the face would go away or it would transform. And what did I learn from that? I learned that you're perceiving in the physical the energy that's around. When you clear that energy, you're perceiving in the physical the energy that's around. It'll reflect. I began to make the connection more and more that the physical world will always tell the story of the energy around it or within it. Yeah, but your third eye chakra does way more than power your ability to see energy. And this is a big one. Your third eye chakra also powers your ability to interact with energy. It's your dimensional access key. There's a program statement that we've all been taught to embrace. And this one statement causes us to dismiss our power. And we've all heard it. It's like so deeply programmed. It's this. It's just my imagination. I'm just making it up. Why? Because we were told it over and over and over when we were kids, for our whole lives. Our parents were told it. We're told it. You mean creating something? An energy, an astral? Why is that being dismissed? Every time my clients or my students would say, how do I know it's not just my imagination? Or how do I know I'm not just making up? Literally everybody says this. This is the secret of the shamans. This is the secret of the masters. Your imagination isn't something to be dismissed. It's powered by third eye chakra. It's your access key to the world of astral. It's where you can affect change. And they don't tell you because most people wouldn't believe them anyway. They call them crazy. But for those who just try it, see for themselves the shifts and changes that occur in the third dimensional world when you use visualization and imagination and you're interacting with the world of energy. So you're not just viewing energy, you're also having an opportunity to create change in energy through the use of your third eye chakra. And then what blocks the third eye chakra is programming, right? Like that statement, or the shutdown and atrophy, and also environmental pollutants. Like when you're a kid, there's authority figures, parents, school, religion. They all program your view of the world. That's your programming. Society. Can you think back to when you were a kid and if you had invisible friends? You know, those are probably guides or earthbound spirits or totems. If you had, like animal friends, those could have been like nature spirit totems. Did you ever see like monsters in the closet or under the bed? Like, yeah, invasive spirits often live in closets, right? Places sunlight doesn't touch, or under the bed. So if a kid's saying there's a monster in their closet or under the bed, like take them seriously and clear under the bed and in the closet. That we have it as children. We're taught to close it off. But then also, you know, sometimes we shut down our third eye chakra for protection. Again, like because there's more entities in this world, there's more negative energy in this world, there's more low frequency energies beings than there are high frequency energy beings, sadly, because of our society. Then what are we going to be seeing with our third eye chakra, with our clairvoyance when we're young, when we're kids, and it's online? Well, stuff that isn't pleasant. So we're like, I don't want to see that. And we like, what do you do when you see something bad? You go, right? We do this subconsciously. We shut down your clairvoyance subconsciously when you're a child. Or invasive energies could get up on third eye chakra and introduce disturbing images. And you don't want that. You shut it down. Like, I don't want that. And so that's how we end up shutting down our own third eye chakra. And then once it shuts down, it begins to atrophy, meaning that, like, well, it's just not awake. It's asleep. It's in hibernation. And we cannot talk about clairvoyance or the third eye chakra without talking about your pineal gland. Of course, we have to talk about your pineal gland, right? It's that gland in your brain. And this is compliments of Google definition, often called the third eye due to its location in the brain, and its connection to light. Interesting, its connection to light. We're just gonna like earmark that real quick. And these are some fun facts that I discovered when I was looking for the standard definition of the pineal gland. Is that pineal is Latin for pine cone. I was already aware that, the pineal gland itself does look like pine cone. And so you actually have a physical third eye in your brain, and it's your pineal gland. So what environmental damage can take place that can harm your pineal gland? Well, fluoride is the number one. And so if you haven't already done a fluoride detox, you may want to research it or explore it or consider it, because especially if you're seeking to improve your clairvoyance, you want to do a fluoride detox. Non-fluoride toothpaste, water that's not fluoridated, because it can accumulate in the gland and interfere with its function. EMF, and I'm always talking about, psychic debris or pollutants from technology that hurts the pineal gland as well. And sunlight intensity. Sunlight, oh my God, sun gazing, sunlight, so good for your eyes. If you're not getting sunlight on your eyes, then they're going to struggle too. That's going to harm your pineal gland, and it's going to also weaken your clairvoyance. Strengthen your clairvoyance if you're seeing sun. Sun gazing, like where you actually look at the sun when it's on the horizon, and they say, oh, it'll make you go blind. I really think that's a myth, but look at it when the sun is on the horizon. Just keep looking at it. And that will clear your third eye chakra. That will amplify your clairvoyance. Oh my God, just sun gazing. Don't wear sunglasses. I love sunglasses. I'm such a sunglasses girl. I love my sunglasses for so many years. And when my guides told me not to wear sunglasses, I was sad. I was really sad. And I still have a few pairs that I love, even though I never wear them. But if you're blocking light from your eyes, sunlight, it's not getting to your pineal, it's not getting to your third eye chakra. And that's damaging. It's damaging your whole energy system. You want to make your room dark when you sleep, because you need to have that rhythm. You need to be able to go into a full REM. And if there's any lights in the space where you're sleeping in, that's going to disrupt your REM. Lighting, I'm always going on and on about lighting. I'm huge on lighting. Incandescent light is supportive, but LED, fluorescent, it flickers. Okay. And what was it saying about the pineal gland and light? And LEDs always flickering, fluorescence always flickering. You're not really seeing it with your physical eyes, but your third eye sure is. Your third eye is having a seizure from all that flickering. Yeah, it's not good. I was really just joking about that. That's how it feels. Like it's really hurt. A lot of damage, a lot. And I, seeing energy, I see the damage that occurs to the energy body from CFL and LED. So that makes me like blue light blocking. So I wear these reader glasses, but they're also blue light blocking because I'm always on devices, right? Like the computer or my phone. If you have blue light blocking glasses, then it blocks the blue light that's damaging. So yeah, you wear them for readers, but I also wear them to block the blue light from my devices. And you could also adjust the lighting on your devices to where there isn't so much blue light, so you're not getting so much of that damage to your, because it's going to be affecting your third eye too and your clairvoyance. And vitamin D and K is supposed to be really good for the third eye, and I have tested it and I have noticed an improvement. So I would confirm that. And oh, easing up on the cannabis. The cannabis can totally make your third eye cloudy. That's why people who smoke a lot of cannabis often don't remember their dreams. And so there's some environmental remedies and spiritual pollutants, like avoid media negativity. Horror movies, entities can travel through images. All they need is a likeness, right? It's light. It's light. What is an image but light? Physical pollutants are also spiritual pollutants, right? Anything you look at is affecting your third eye chakra. So if you want to know the condition of your third eye chakra, like the windows in your home, or on your device's glass. I remember one time I was really struggling with my third eye chakra. There was like a broken pane in my window. My windshield had a crack in it. My freaking phone screen cracked. I was like, okay, there are so many messages here. And I was struggling with my third eye chakra. And it was just all reflected in my environment. The act of fixing my windshield, the act of getting a new phone without a broken screen, the act of moving to a house that didn't have a broken window pane, like all of that helped my third eye chakra too. Blinds. I hate blinds. I hate blinds. And if your window is symbolic to you of your third eye chakra, what is a blind? But just like I feel like I have something in my third eye. They make me feel like I have something, you feel like you have something in your eye, like an eyelash or something. That's how blinds make me feel with my third eye. I'm a curtain girl. And I'm not telling you to like take down your blinds unless you really want to, but it is better for your third eye chakra to at least put like some curtains over the blinds, and it's just so much nicer. And you can inherit past life blocks in your third eye, just like what we were discussed with your clairaudience. You can inherit blocks to your third eye from your parents, or you can carry them over from previous lives. You can also inherit power. You can also inherit a powerful and highly developed third eye chakra from your parents or past lives too. Not all chakras are built equal. They're a result of lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of developing them. So now we're going to get technical. Here's a healthy, beautiful third eye example. You can see the front of the third eye chakra and back of the third eye chakra. The light would be about where your pineal gland is, and then you have the cone going out to the front and then out to the back. That saying you probably often hear, like, my mom has eyes in the back of her head, right? We do have eyes in the back of our head. It's called backside of your third eye chakra. You perceive and when someone's coming. Your third eye chakra is alerting you. You can see if it's unblocked. And high frequency, your third eye chakra allows for clear clairvoyance. And then if it's blocked and low frequency, then there's going to be invasive spirits that are attracted, and that's going to prevent your clear clairvoyance, right? So here's an example of a blocked and atrophied third eye chakra. Worry is the number one energy I see in people's third eye chakras. Worry. And I know that we've been socialized to believe that like the amount that you love someone has to be the amount that you have concern for them or something, but you're actually not helping them and you're not helping yourself. And I would just like take worry out of people's third eye chakras and be like, okay, all of this is outdated worry. This is worry from like 10 years ago. Is it really relevant anymore? Like, let's make room for at least new worry. Oh, joke. Not saying that it's good though, like you don't want worry, but that's one of the number one things I do see in the third eye chakra. Shame comes up from the sacral because remembering that they circulate together. Control programming, negative self-talk, excessive cannabis clouds, any substance abuse, disturbing images from media or your environment, right? A stuck cry, like I had this experience one time, like after my mom died, I had a stuck cry. I couldn't get it out. Yeah, and it happens. And that can just condense and sit in the third eye chakra and block it. Damage. Lighting is the number one damage. And it just burns holes into the top, into the outermost layers of your aura and your damages your chakras. Entities can damage, EMF can damage. If people are telling you off psychically, those hostile telepathic messages are just coming in, boom, and then hitting and penetrating your aura and damaging. And cords are really damaging to the chakras. So, like, you have damage, there's an access point. The entities can see you, like, oh, she's got damage. Look at that beautiful high frequency starseed, powerful healer, light worker. And there's damage. Oh, I've got to weigh in. And then if there's any blocks or anything, well, there's a matching frequency. So wherever they can live. And I should have mentioned this in the last one. I mean, you already know, but I just want to mention it again. Your third eye chakra powers the sixth layer of your aura, right? Your throat chakra powers the fifth layer of your aura. Each chakra powers a layer of your aura. So your third eye chakra is your sixth chakra powers the sixth layer of your aura. And if your chakra is dark or dirty or cloudy or having any issues at all, well, that's going to reflect in the layer that it's powering, right? And entities will see you as an easy target. But when it's healthy and clear, right? It's transmitting the frequency from your third eye. So some symptoms of a blocked and atrophied third eye chakra would be invasive energies in your head. And I always know, because like if some weird image pops in your head, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not coming from my guides. That's not coming from intuition. That's like coming from an invasive. Sometimes they can get really gruesome with those images in your head too. Like if you get those, that's not you. That's an invasive, like trying to feed you some freaky weird images. Nightmares are always like a number one symptom. Headaches can be a symptom. Worry, confusion, memory problems, blocked imagination, headache. Oh, there I did put it. Headaches, brain fog, dirty windows, car windows, cracks. We talked about those. Just some symptoms of some blocked third eye chakra. All right, here we are. We are at the part where we're going to together do our unblocking and activating of your third eye chakra. This one is your third eye and your sacral circulate together. So if there's an imbalance or damage in one, there's going to be imbalance or damage in the other. We'll want to do some healing work on the sacral too. We'll get to that, or you can do that. When we can isolate healing to the third eye chakra, but again, you want to heal your whole energy system. This is still a good start. And remembering the divine law of sovereignty, your energy responds instantly to your direction. You just need a strategy and a means to communicate with it. All right, let's do our third eye chakra healing. So we're going to start with some quantum instruction for clearing the programming. Let's clear some programming. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to run them over your forehead like this. And the intention is to clear programming to your third eye chakra from your family programming from your whole life. We're clearing all that programming, going over the governing meridian with your fingers and your forehead and the top of your head and down the back of your head, all the way down your neck, all the way. Just keep going. We're going to do that. We're clearing programming to your third eye chakra from your family. There we go. That feels good. Yep, thumbs up. The angels are telling me to burn a little bit more copal. By the way, the resin for the third eye chakra that is copal. Third eye and sacral. Copal. I'm going to burn some copal for you. Okay. Copal is a great resin for your third eye chakra, for clearing your third eye chakra, and also for clearing your sacral chakra. Okay. Clearing the third eye programming from your family. Now, let's clear the programming to your third eye chakra from society. Clearing third eye chakra programming from society. It's just your imagination. You're crazy. Blah, 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 blah. No, no, not just my imagination. I'm a wizard goddess. I could create an astral with my imagination. So there, no. Okay, running your fingers over your governing meridian with intention to clear programming to your third eye chakra from society. And it's okay. Like, it's okay that they were underdeveloped and they didn't know any better. It's okay that they didn't have access to those powerful parts of themselves. Clearing programming to your third eye chakra from society. There we go. Keep going. Clearing programming to your third eye chakra from society. I'm still going and I just feel like there's more, there's more, there's more. There's more. As you clear this, you're also clearing whatever you inherited from your family, from your ancestors, right? There we go. Clearing programming to your third eye chakra from society. It's just so much, too. There's so much programming to clear. Because it's not just, it's just your imagination. It's so much more that gets programmed into your third eye chakra because it's how you view the world. Instead of you deciding for yourself how to view the world, it's telling you how to view the world. You don't need that. You can decide for yourself. Okay. Now for reset, we're going to do quantum instruction to reset your third eye chakra. Reset. The intention is to reset your third eye chakra. There we go. Resetting your third eye chakra. There we go. Now we're going to do some third eye chakra healing. We're going to do the 2 approaches like we did last time for the clairaudience. Reminder, the front of your forehead is the front side of your third eye chakra and the back is the back side. And you're going to imagine or visualize a double purple funnel that is symbolizing your third eye chakra. Okay. And then we're going to first ask yourself, ask your energy, are there any entities or attachments targeting your third eye chakra? Okay. And if you see something, we're just going to ask your angels, please clear any entities and attachments that are targeting my third eye chakra. So ask your angels and guides, angels of the highest frequencies of love and healing, please clear any entities and attachments that are targeting the front, the back, middle, outside, any parts of my third eye chakra. And if you, I get a sense of like they scuttle around inside the third eye chakra. Ooh, like this could be a whole friggin' world. Your third eye chakra, just you don't think of it as like an object. It could be like a whole landscape, a whole world. And they're like hiding in it. Like, no, it's your world. Clearing them all out. There we go. Thumbs up. Good. Step 2, clearing energetic cords. Ask yourself if you have, and by the way, like what do? We're tuning into a specific frequency when we're clearing out the entities. Now we're going to tuning your clairvoyance into another frequency when you're asking if you have cords, because cords are on a different frequency. So we're tuning into that frequency now with your clairvoyance. Do you have any cords to your third eye chakra? Do you see any ropes or anything coming into your third eye chakra? And most often they will attach to an energy block or to some damage on the chakra. So that's what these black blobs are. They're energy blocks. My best depiction of them. And you're just going to introduce the divine healing frequency, introducing golden healing light or Reiki, and remembering that high frequency clears low frequency. Or you can manually remove them. You can bring in that high frequency energy to dissolve them, or you can manually remove them by like grabbing them and pulling them off. And if you need help, ask your angels and clearing those cords to your third eye chakra. Step 3, we're going to clear emotional energy blocks now. Ask if you have any energy blocks in your third eye chakra. And what's a clue? Well, if you sensed any cords, well, they're going to be what the cords were going into, right? And we're going to bring in some divine healing light, Reiki, energy healing to dissolve them. And you can also manually grab them and pull them out too. Like if I'm looking at my third eye chakra, oh, it looks pretty dang good. It's working. Our work is working. Okay. If I don't, oh, okay, I don't see any blocks, but I'm like looking, I'm really looking. And I did find a few little blocks right here. You can actually manually, because I'm scanning in energy and looking at mine, I'm looking at my third eye chakra template just to represent symbolically my third eye chakra so I can explore inside of it. And I did find some little chunks here. You can just kind of grab them and pull them out and dissolve them into healing energy, and then bring some healing energy into the location that they were in. And you can also ask your angels for help. They're always happy to help if you're putting effort in too, right? You got to be putting in your effort too. Okay, step 4, we're going to repair the damage. Ask if you have any damage to your chakra. Examine for spots that look smashed, torn, punctured, bringing in healing light to those areas. Here's some examples. I will also often see damage around the edge. A good spot to look for damage would be around the edges. But they can also have damage on the sides and the inside. They will also sometimes look like they're stretched out or they're all or smushed. No, we're just bringing in that high frequency energy, the Reiki symbols, the Reiki healing, golden light, just setting the intention to heal any areas of damage in your third eye chakra. You're healing any areas of damage in your third eye chakra. And inviting your divine team of angels in to assist you in doing so. There we go. Step 5, we're going to calibrate. Now that you've cleared and repaired your third eye chakra, we're going to want to activate it and elevate it. You're going to give it a good wash with some healing energy, Reiki healing energy, angel healing energy, and then you're going to change the color of purple. That's the calibration, the one that you feel is best. Change the color of purple. Give it some divine healing energy, a good healing wash. And then you're going to change the color of purple to the one that you feel is just right. There's that. There you go. So that was the first technique where you're relating to your chakra like it's an object, your third eye chakra. But now we're also going to do the vision journey because I have the sides for it. Because it's powerful. Like we're being as comprehensive as we can be with these chakra clearing healing approaches so that we can activate your clairvoyance more and more and more. And you will notice, like the more you keep your third eye chakra clear, the easier it's going to be for you to utilize your clairvoyance. So what you're going to do is you're going to visualize a door, and the intention, inviting your angels and guides of the highest frequencies of love and healing. You're going to visualize a door, and this door or doorway is representing the entrance to your third eye room with a window. So does your third eye room with a window have a door? And if so, you're going to examine the material that your walls and your door frame are made from. If it's dark or heavy, you'll want to update it and renovate it. You want it to be nice and bright. And ideally, you won't have a door, just a doorway. So if you do see a door, it's an indication to you that there's energy blocking the flow from your meridian to your third eye chakra. What was a meridian? The meridian, right, was the purple stairs that we worked on last week from your music hall. Does now energy. That's the meridian from your throat chakra to your third eye chakra. So if you see a door, it's energy blocking the flow from your meridian to your third eye chakra. Remove the door. And you can ask your angels for help if you need. And once you're through your doorway, you'll see your room with a window. So look at your room, look at your window, look at your room with your window. This is revealing to you the energy within your third eye chakra. If your room is dark, dirty, cluttered, clean it. This is just showing you like, oh, there's all this energetic debris in my third eye chakra, even though we just did all that. There's always more that can be done, right? So look for areas of your walls that are damaged and repair is needed. You can have a big golden vacuum, just suck it all up. If you see any invasives that escaped the first round of clearing invasives, like get them. You can take down your walls and clean out any old black wiring or implant devices that you find here and then create new walls. Because entities will install implant devices in your third eye chakra. Not sound all weird or creepy. It's just a thing that they do. Find them, take them out. Find them and take them out. You don't need them. Occupy your space. Occupy your third eye chakra. You want your room to be clean. You want everything to be clear. Even the furniture. Clear out the furniture. Clear everything out. We're just going to do a complete remodel, a complete renovation here. Raise the ceilings. Raise the roof. Expand the walls. Make it larger. Make it brighter. Examine your window frame. Examine your window frame and your windowsill. Very often, your window frame and your windowsill will have an accumulation on it. That would be like the outer edge of your third eye chakra, right? So examine it, clean it off. And then clean and update your windowsill. You know, you're like, is your windowsill rotting? Like, replace the wood, like replace the material, make it a nice, beautiful windowsill. Because it's holding your window, and your window is what's your view. It's your room, your window, it's your third eye chakra. Do you have curtains on your window? Are there curtains on your window? Take a look. Clear your curtains. Clear the curtains. Curtains, you don't want curtains. And if you do, you want to make them fresh now, new with higher frequency. You don't want what's already been there. They show what's been blocking your third eye clairvoyance. Is your window dirty? Do you want to repair it? Do you want to replace it? Do you want to take off the whole window? How to do your guys? Make a whole brand new window. This window is representing your clarity, your clairvoyance, your clarity for your clairvoyance. Upgrading your window is going to upgrade your third eye chakra. You want it to be clear and beautiful. Make a beautiful third eye chakra window. And the angels are reminding me to have you do both windows. You got this window's the one out front. Turn around. What's behind you? What's on the other window? Is there a window? If there's no window, oh, open up that wall space. Make the second window for your eyes in the back of your head. You can see out both the front and the back side of your third eye chakra. And if you just see a wall there, take it down. Take it down. Put up your window there too. Yeah, angels are giving me a thumbs up for that. Make it nice. And you want a balance. Remember, you want balance. You want this window ahead in front of you to be equal in size and clarity and design, preferably, to the one behind you. Make them matching. So you're balanced. There we go. Your third eye powers your clairvoyance. Now that we've done that, let's look at your meridian from your third eye chakra to your crown chakra. From your third eye chakra to your crown chakra, your meridian, the energy that now that you've activated all this energy in your third eye chakra, it needs to be able to circulate. It needs to be able to move now up to your crown. So find your staircase in your room going up. This is going to represent your meridian from your third eye chakra to your crown chakra and clear your staircase. Make them beautiful. Very often people will see a spiral staircase here. I've had about maybe about 60% of my clients would say they see a spiral staircase. But just clear. If you want a spiral staircase, go for it by all means, but just make it however you want it. It's just your energy, it's your meridian, it's your symbolism. Make it how you want it. And when you get up top, I am going to go ahead and include a little bit of claircognizance, your crown chakra, even though I don't have the slides for it, but I'm being guided to. Like when you get up to the top, what do you see? If you see anything that needs to be cleared here, clear here. Clear here as well. And that'll be in a future one, claircognizance, your crown chakra. Our crown chakras are under attack from the lighting into society and all of the debris. The good majority of it is landing on our heads. It's landing on our heads and it's accumulating. And you're going to see it here. You go in your room with a window, up the stairs. What do you see on top? You should be seeing something like a rooftop patio because you're in the top. Does it look like an attic? Does it look dark? Does it look open? Does it look beautiful? Clean it all out. Clean it all out. Brighten it. Open it. You want it to be open, but you also want it to be protected. Inviting your angels and guides at the highest frequencies of love and healing to come and assist you in cleaning out this space. And the angels are telling me to mention that your clairvoyance and your claircognizance, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, they work really closely together. So clearing out your crown chakra is going to also support, of course, clairvoyance. So you're looking and just shining, just bringing in that golden healing light or that Reiki healing light or that angel healing energy all around the top part of your head, of your crown, your rooftop patio. Oh, they're telling me lotus. Okay, look for your lotus. Look for your lotus. See, this is how they teach me how to use the sacred language of symbolism to connect into these energies. They just tell me like, so and tell you, use the lotus. Find your lotus. What shape is your lotus in? It's showing you how open, how healthy your crown chakra is. And put your lotus in a bowl of golden healing water and clean it out. Like I'm looking at my lotus, I'm noticing in between some of the leaves, there's just like a little bit of dirt, a little bit of gravel. I just kind of want to dust it out. You know, and doing that kind of helped my whole lotus brighten up. And it helped it bloom up a little bit more, open a little bit more. Yeah, I'm getting a thumbs up.